In light of recent events, I feel the need to talk about this. So, as you've seen lately, Alan Richson, who is the star of Reacher, has had some quite choice words about Donald Trump, Christians, and the cops, and so on and so forth. What really pisses me off about celebrities is the fact that they always need to talk about politics. Politics, 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 Trump, 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 whatever, whatever, whatever. Now, to be fair, there's always the excuse of separate the art from the artist. Well, that's true because work that Ron Perlman or Mark Hamill were in are here to stay. I still feel the audacity to make fun of them because they are so stupid when it comes to sharing their political beliefs. So why? Why do celebrities always feel the need to talk about politics? Well, I have a few theories as to why. One, the popular subject. I definitely think it is the popular subject that could play a role, given Black Lives Matter. Everyone and their dog on the celebrity field were supporting it. Two, mental condition. I feel like mental condition is equally as possible because there's no way any sane person would still talk about a former president even when he's out of office, which, let's be honest, he's going to be in office again, and I believe most of these people know that. And at the same time, Jennifer Lawrence, who we all know is mentally insane, said that she was having nightmares about Tucker Carlson, of all people. So yeah. Next up, which is what I think is the top three most likely, is that these are their own personal beliefs, which, in my opinion, I should stress this out, I think anyone should share their opinion on a certain subject. If it was just, I don't like Trump, I think he's bad, it'll be fine. But if you go on constantly ranting about him, ranting and raving about him to the point where you're spreading slander about him. Now, keep in mind, I am not the biggest Trump supporter. I thought Trump was a fine president. I don't think he was the greatest of all time. Those who say the exact opposites about Trump are clearly the extremists on both sides and don't really know what he actually does. Personal beliefs are definitely a factor into this. However, I highly doubt that acting like a moron, including saying, hey, like Samuel Jackson, for example, Donald Trump's election broke me and Brie Larson were crying on each other when that happened. Seriously, Sam Jackson, you were Mace Windu, Nick Fury, and pretty much the token black guy in every single franchise that ever existed, and yet you want to say shit like you cried when Donald Trump was elected, and you were on Brie Larson, like crying in grief and stuff like that? Fuck off, dude. Next up is what I think is the most plausible theory as to why celebrities continue to do this, is that it's gonna continue to get them jobs. Now, I initially doubted this, but the more I think about it, yeah, aside from mental conditions or personal beliefs, again, I highly doubt that these people believe that ranting and raving about the same thing over and over again and is their own personal lifestyle rather than being an actor. But honestly, given that Hollywood and pretty much any industry in general is predominantly liberal, I think that is more than likely the case. Of course, you're going to get jobs from a bunch of weird old-ass people in Hollywood when you share the same belief system. Of course, Hollywood is a predominantly liberal industry. Conservatives aren't treated fairly in that place. So of course, they get more jobs by saying, fuck you if you support this or that guy. Fuck you if you don't support this or that guy. Fuck Christians, fuck Republicans, and so on and so forth. A bunch of ridiculous shit that any sane celebrity would say, you know, I was wrong for saying this. But of course, a lot of celebrities don't. It is annoying, it is immature, and these people will forever give bad taste in others' mouths. Again, I think that they should be allowed to share their own opinions, but not harshly like Alan Richson did, to the point where a cop organization called him out on his own stupid comments. It still baffles me that Hollywood is a predominantly liberal industry to the point where no one even wants to share their own beliefs that goes against the Hollywood liberal narrative because they're worried about losing jobs or some crap. If you're worried about losing jobs so much, you shouldn't even work there. Here, if you feel like you're forced to say a bunch of political shit, you shouldn't even work there. I'm kind of surprised Tim Allen never slapped Tom Hanks or Gina Carano never slapped Pedro Pascal because of all the shit they've been saying about their own kind. I feel like another reason why people talk about politics so much, especially in the entertainment field, is because they live in their own comfort zones, which I'll admit even I was when I first got into politics. I live in my own world, only I know what goes on in my mind, so I believe most people, including in my area in Colorado, are mostly Republicans. That means the entire world are Republicans, and I think for Hollywood celebrities, they think the exact same thing, but the other way around. The right and left are in an ideological war. It baffles me that celebrities don't have the balls to even defend some conservatives that they work with, despite them claiming that they're still friends with them to this day, and it still baffles me that they never admit when they're wrong. It's kind of funny that we have to live in a world where Jeff Dunham, a ventriloquist of all people, is the only person who has the balls to call out behavior like this, and I'm also kind of surprised that these people don't even give a flying fuck about their fans. Yes, like I said in the video, I think people should share whatever they believe. However, there are limitations and there is certain levels of censorship. You're either a famous person or a politician. That's how I view it. I think you should share your beliefs, but if you want to do it 24/7, you might as well go the Arnold Schwarzenegger route and become a governor. Now, to be fair, some people might think that I could be an Arnold Schwarzenegger shill because I literally have him as my OC and my profile picture, but I'm still able to criticize him. I think his words when he said screw your freedom are stupid, and the dude clearly suffers from TDS. Literally, Trump could cure cancer tomorrow. I'm not saying I believe he would, and these people would still find a stupid way to hate on him. Again, behavior like this is not normal. Clearly, extremists like this do not only just belong in a certain industry or a certain town in Hollywood or in California, whatever. This video is not scripted. In the unlikely chance that you are a famous actor or writer or voice actor or YouTuber watching this video, here's a little bit of advice. You can talk about politics, but don't go too far. Don't go saying that you're against bigotry and then you go back to being a bigot when it comes to people believing a man who created the entire world or someone's skin color because that skin color was the oppressor for a long time, and so on and so forth. I want to love you guys, but your actions don't make me love you. And I'm kind of surprised that you still even have jobs, because if Hollywood was not a black and white industry, pretty much 50% of that entire industry would be fired. Rachel Zegler and Kevin Sorbo, regardless of their political backgrounds, would be fired because of their blatant extremism. And if you're all those people that I mentioned and you still don't follow my advice and you hate me because I gave you that advice, guess what? You let me down, you let your fans down, and worst of all, you let the entire industry and the economy down.